Good, good morning, Anthony. I am doing just great. Fabulous Tuesday. You were right about anyone 4th of July. Wow, did we have a great time. Thank you, Anthony, for your kind words. Art Talk is the segment that we do here on the radio, but our company is called the Art Experience. So if you ever want to have a fabulous cultural outing, whether it is one of the events that are just happening once or twice a year, we do VIP. And when we say VIP, we mean VIP. We roll out the red carpets and pull out all the perks. There isn't a testimonial on our website or on our Facebook page that says differently. I guess that's probably why we're on the state Florida official website, which is visitflorida.com, as the best cultural private guided tour. So I'm really proud of that, and that's not just because of me, that's because of my staff, and really paying attention to all the details that we do. So again, anyone interested in doing First Fridays downtown, doing an event in Seafair, coming out on Art Basel or during the Miami Fair Anchor Tents, or just a regular day, because for us, art is every single day. It's Art Basel. We are very fortunate to have in Miami the among the top 50 world collectors. We have 3 in Miami. We have the Rubel family, we have the De La Cruz collection with Carlos and Rosa De La Cruz, and we have Marty Margulies. And so those are 3 top collections that people come the first week in December. 75,000 people come, and they come to see one of the Anchor Fair tents or several of them. They come to see Art Basel, but they definitely come to see the trends of a contemporary collector, of whether it's the De La Cruz, whether it's Margulies, or whether it is the Rubel. And so we're fortunate to have those here every single day. So the Art Experience believes Art Basel's every day. If you have not gone and seen the walls, the murals in Wynwood, the fantastic energy of the galleries and the collections, then shame on you. That's all I could say, shame on you. Because thousands and hundreds of thousands come just to see that. They get in their GPSs, they find it, and some of them are fortunate enough to talk to a concierge or go on a website and find us. So again, if you want a VIP experience, theartexperiences.com. And with that said, I'm super excited. When I find a new gallery, a new artist, someone who has invested in our neighborhood, in my district, because I consider Wynwood my district, design district also. I lived there more than 25 years. And this company, the Art Experiences, which has led me to the radio and also to write for the Explore the Arts, has led me to find different unique artists out there. And this one, I have to tell you, my assistant, Daria Boyarkina, who runs our Russian division, because we do our tours and VIP events in several languages, and Daria does them in Russian. She went during Second Gallery Saturday, and actually we're going to do a great event July 13th for Second Saturdays. Anyone who hasn't done that, call us or go to theartexperiences.com. But she was able last month find a very unique artist. And I have to tell you, what you see is not what you get all the time. Because when you walk into this gentleman's studio / gallery, you see a very impressive body of work. And several of them, I would say a good 30 of them, hanging with a series of work in each wall pertaining to that series. And it's all about the universe, the human body, the cells. And I want to introduce you to a fabulous new artist emerging in Wynwood. Also, a PhD from Harvard University, Dr. Boris Renjifo. Good morning.
Hi, Susana. How are you? Thank you very much for inviting me. I'm very excited to be here.
We're excited to have you. I got to tell you, going to your studio when Daria came to the office and started to tell me, you got to see this. This man is a doctor. He is has a degree in molecular
virology.
I can't even say it.
Viruses.
Viruses. That I could say. That I could definitely say. Anyway, with that said, to see, to hear this, and I said, really, doctor, and then from Harvard, and he's an artist, and she goes, an impressive artist. You have to come and see this. And so I went, and she was right. She was hands-on. And you were and are an impressive artist. I mean, I cannot believe the body of work that's displayed in the Wynwood Art Lofts. I was happy just to go there too, because the Wynwood Art Lofts, kudos to David Lombardi, that was one of his first, and it's a work-live space for the artists, and you chose Wynwood. And why did you choose Wynwood?
Actually, I found Wynwood one of the Art Walk Saturday about 6 months ago. My wife Kimberly found it, and we came to one of those events, and we're quite impressed about the environment, able to see all this art, all these galleries open, everybody happy to be there. And we needed to move to Miami, and we thought, oh, what a great place to be, and we were lucky to find a studio there, and that's how I ended up here about 6 months ago.
Now, I call you Dr. Boris, the artist. Now, Dr. Boris, coming from a scientific, where it's all very analytical, studying the molecule of the body, what is your forte in your studies?
Well, I think I take a lot of inspiration on things that I work on, things that I cannot see, but I have to imagine. They're so small that we just have to imagine things are happening. And with my interactions and friendship with several artists, I just started paying attention to color and textures and playing with that. A good friend of mine actually died of HIV, Rafael Echeverria, allowed me to see working him in the studio, and after he died, I just came to the US and just started playing with paints, using basically what his technique was. So,
now, but you are you study the viruses of HIV.
Yes. Well, when I was younger, I went to med school, and I realized some time ago I was in the jungle and I wanted to work with viruses. Then I came to Boston, and I was lucky enough to go into MIT, Harvard, and I got a PhD in molecular virology. And among the viruses that I work on, that I specialize on, is HIV. Correct.
I mean, it's amazing. And you know what? Going to your studio and seeing you in showing the HIV virus in color and the HIV virus on a canvas really was, first of all, when you look at it and you don't say that it's HIV, it's just a spectacular work of art. And it's very kinetic looking, some of it, and the colors and the way you lined up the virus. And then when you actually go to explain it and you say, well, this is the actual virus, but it comes in a sequence that keeps changing. And so this is a study of 4 little children that I did. And then when you bring on my mouth, my jaw dropped to the floor, and I'm like, that's how, I mean, it's a very good-looking virus, the way you make it look on the canvas, but unfortunately we know what it does, which is not anything good. So I really am impressed with you taking something that you're studying to find a cure, and obviously have been surrounded and touched by the death of this horrible virus, and to sort of self-explore, or maybe just take out all that energy into a canvas. Is that the reason why you started to more use paints? And because I've seen you do a lot of different mediums.
Yes. Well, as I mentioned, I work with these viruses. I have to think about them, always trying to find ways to treat people, how to best treat people, but also some kind of internal inspiration to make something about it allowed me to start playing with paint and bringing to people's eyes what I think in my head. As I think you were quite right. First, when people go into the gallery and to the studio, I just let them look what they have in front of them. It's visual art. Is whether you like what you see, regardless of the history behind. Sometimes people are curious to ask, what is this? So I start explaining, because most of the pieces that I have do have some real molecular hard data in it, but that's just an add-on to the piece. It's just, I'm very happy that, first of all, that you remember what I talked about when you were visiting the studio, and the fact that people like what they see.
I gotta tell you, on our passport, which the art experience is a tour, I get calls every single day from different artists or different galleries wanting to come on our tour because they know we bring people. And we bring VIPs, we bring students, we bring art teachers. We just did a group, which you missed. We had 50 Brazilians from Brazil. They were all high school teachers coming to FIU for the summer for a 2-week intense English course, and they called us up and they said, can you show us the art scene? And we took 50 teachers from Brazil to look at Wynwood, and they were absolutely impressed. And I was hoping you were back from your trips. I know you went half across the world and just got back recently, but I would have loved to see their face looking at their work, at your work. I have to tell you, your work, not only do you have so many different mediums, but you also, and I really enjoy when an artist uses massive volume. Like, you really use your canvases. Some of your canvases are very large, which I think is intriguing. It's kind of really taking that it's easy to work on a small canvas and fix any problems, and if something happens, you paint over it or you take it out. But when you use a canvas that is 5 feet by 3 feet, and you keep adding the framing, you do the frames, you do all different plastics, and you bind them with rope and with cord, and I mean, it's just unique to see, not only from the aspect as an art critic, like to take a look at your work, or an art lover. It's really wonderful to see all what you encompass in your work, how you keep going and making it better and adding to it and changing it, and at the end you got this massive, beautiful work of art. And I really mean that, Dr. Boris, the artist, that I have to interject there. But what made you go further than just painting some of the molecules and the virus? What made you take the shower curtain and the cords and the metal and all the things that you do?
Well, thanks, Susana, for all your comments. I'm very happy that you like what I do, and also I thank you for what you do to bring people and to meet firsthand artists and galleries, and also not only for the people to be able to have that experience, but also for the artists themselves. I think I'm humbled that you have chosen me as be one of your individuals that you would like to show people my art. Things, for example, you mentioned I missed your last tour because I was traveling. Yes, I was in a meeting in Kuala Lumpur, in Malaysia, the other side of the world, an HIV meeting actually. And just to let you know, while I was flying there, I saw a movie, a documentary about dark energy, dark matter, and atoms. It's really what the universe is made of. And during that trip, I said, oh my God, I'm going to do something about it. And when I was there in the hotel, I have a little canvas that I brought with me, and I started doing a little painting, which is that probably I'll show you once it's done. It's almost done. So that's how I get inspired. And I did not start painting large pieces from the beginning. I started with a my first canvas was a very small, like probably 10 inches by 5 inches, because it's very scary to try to do something larger than that.
Right, yeah.
And little by little you start exploring, and also what helps a lot is to have the space. If you have the space, you can put your pieces in the floor and work on it, slowly and build on it. I think that has helped me, and that's something I like about the studio and the location that we are here in Wynwood, that there's spaces that you can do things like that.
Well, I have to tell you, besides being an artist, and I really enjoy your work of art, I think it's very different, it's refreshing. When you hear the history behind each canvas, it makes it even that much more intriguing. But you're a pretty good curator, because a good curator is someone who knows how to lay out their gallery. And a lot of artists don't know how to do that. I walk into some galleries and I kind of feel like I'm in a flea market. They put everything that they've done and they put it every inch of the wall, because I guess to them they're paying so much per month, and so every square inch of their gallery means $1. And I like the way you laid out your gallery. You did it. I don't know if that's your wife. I'm not sure if that's you, but it was done in a very artistic, but also in a very laid out thought. The synergies in the series of works, each wall pertaining to that series, to the energy of that aura of that work, a body of work, whether it took months, years, you lay it out nicely. When you go to the next wall, you see something else that is, again, all with synergy. So I got to tell you, kudos to you. Kudos to your wife, because I'm sure she also inspired. We know women could kill an idea if they're not into it. I know that very well. So thank you to Mrs. Renjifo.
Her name is Kimberly.
Kimberly, thank you to Kimberly too. But I got to tell you, as a self-taught artist, congratulations. Can you give our audience your address, phone number, and a website if they would like to find out and look you up? Of course, everyone's invited to go to the artexperiences.com. Call me 305-767-5000 for your next tour in Wynwood. We are going out July 13th, second Saturday. It'll be only $35. And please, Dr. Boris, tell them your information.
Thanks, Susana. The studio is located at the Wynwood Art Complex. It's 250 Northwest 23rd Street, and the unit is 306. And we'll be open this Saturday for the art walk, and I'll be happy to see people and talk to people face to face.
Well, we enjoyed you. Keep going. Wonderful work in the studio, and I hope that only shows your wonderful work as a virus doctor. I'm sorry, but
virologist.
Virologist. Thank you. I've never been to a virologist. I guess that's a good thing.
Yes.
I know. Yes. So I don't know how to say the word, but congratulations, Dr. Boris, the artist, for your beautiful Wynwood work, for your body of work. God bless you, and keep blessing the universe.
Thank you, Susana, for the work you do. Thanks.
Thank you.
Good job.